Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa. Today is all about cozy Christmas recipes. We are in the days leading up to Christmas, and I wanted to share 3 easy recipes that are fabulous for Christmas morning, also Christmas Eve, or really just anytime this time of year. Like, they're cozy, they're a little bit on the Christmassy side. We've got a gingerbread stack of pancakes. We've got some delicious snickerdoodle cookies. And then we also have a fabulous apple cinnamon cake, which I know is more autumny, but it's really, really delicious. It's topped with a vegan cream cheese frosting. Oh, so good. So all 3 of these recipes are up on the blog for you if you do feel like making them for Christmas, or if you just want to save this video for later and make them next year, that's absolutely fine as well. You can find all 3 recipes right down below in the description box. I have put the links there, and that will take you over to the blog so you can make them. Now, before we dive in, I would love to encourage you to subscribe if you are new around here. Super easy, just tap the red button that is right below this video. And don't forget to give this video a like if you enjoy it. That really helps me with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps our videos see more people. So I really appreciate you. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into our recipes. So we're gonna start with the gingerbread pancakes. We've got quinoa flour as well as almond flour, some arrowroot powder, some cinnamon, ginger, and baking powder. And you'll just mix your dry ingredients together, and you can actually just add all of your wet ingredients into this bowl as well. So the wet ingredients, we have 2 flax eggs, as well as your favorite non-dairy milk, some vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of oil, and your molasses. And the molasses is what's gonna give it that really classic gingerbready flavor, along with the ginger, of course. And that's it. You can stir your batter together, and you will have a nice, thick, beautiful gluten-free and vegan pancake batter. And from there, we are ready to cook them up. So I cook them over medium heat, and I use a skillet that I just spray with a little bit of avocado oil spray. Add your batter onto the pan and just let it spread out evenly, and then you'll just cook it until bubbles form on top. Then you can flip it over and cook it for another maybe 35-40 seconds, and you are good to go. Just repeat with the rest of your batter until you have made all of your pancakes. And to serve up your gingerbread pancakes, I love to do these with, you guessed it, a dollop of coconut yogurt, like I do with every other pancake stack I show you guys. This time I tried to keep it a little bit festive, so we did some fresh cranberries on top, as well as a sprinkle of coconut, a drizzle of molasses to give it even extra gingerbready flavor, and then of course it wouldn't be a stack of pancakes around here if it didn't have some pure maple syrup on top. But these are just a classic, delicious, easy, holiday-friendly, tasty breakfast. And they also freeze really well, so you could keep them in the freezer and reheat them if you wanted as well. Second recipe is our apple snacking cake. We are going to start with almond flour as well as quinoa flour into a bowl. We've also got some arrowroot powder and some coconut flour. We're also going to add in some baking powder, cinnamon, and sea salt, and our coconut sugar. You will stir that all together until your dry ingredients are combined, and you'll notice that I'm trying to use similar flours in this video so that you don't have to have all sorts of flours. Once your dry ingredients are mixed together, we're gonna beat our wet ingredients together. So we have non-dairy milk as well as 2 eggs. I haven't personally tested this vegan, but I bet you could do it vegan if you wanted. And then we are also gonna add in some applesauce and some apple butter. If you don't have apple butter, you can just use more applesauce. The apple butter just is a little bit more concentrated apple flavor. And then we will add just a light flavored oil and a touch of maple syrup, and you will whisk that together until it is combined. And then we can just pour the wet ingredients directly into the dry ingredients and fold it all together until you have a beautiful cake batter. Once everything is mixed together, we're going to fold in our shredded apple. And this apple, I actually pressed all of the juice out before I stirred it in so that I could remove some moisture, so I recommend doing that. Once it is combined, we are ready to bake. So I have a parchment-lined baking sheet here. I will transfer the batter directly into the parchment-lined pan and then smooth it over with my spatula and bake it up. While it is baking, we will make our frosting. So the frosting is vegan cream cheese, just a tub of vegan cream cheese. This one's 8 ounces. As well as some vegan butter and some maple syrup. And you will beat that together with your whisk or stand mixer. I actually recommend a stand mixer. I think it works better. And beat it together until it is smooth. And then the final step is to add some arrowroot starch. And what the arrowroot starch does is it kind of thickens it and it helps it hold its texture a little bit better. So I recommend adding that in. Just beat it in and we're good to go. So we're gonna let the cake cool completely before frosting, because if it is not cool, then it will melt slightly. So make sure your cake is cooled, remove it from the pan, and then you will add on your frosting and just use an offset spatula to kind of spread it out evenly over the top. And this part of the recipe is optional. You don't have to use the frosting. It just makes it a little bit more decadent and delicious, I would say. And then the final step is to sprinkle it with some cinnamon. It just gives it that really nice finish of obviously cinnamon flavor, but it also makes it look really pretty. So I definitely recommend doing that. And then you will slice it up, and I sliced this into 16 squares, and I'm going to show you the nice airy, beautiful, spongy texture. So delicious, keeps really well, can be frozen, although the frosting is a little bit tricky, and it just is delicious. I think you would enjoy this any time of year, and it's just a cake that would be great for breakfast, snack, dessert, you name it. And then lastly, we have our vegan snickerdoodles. We are going to add cashew butter into our bowl. You could also use tahini if you wanted. I just think cashew butter is the best one. In addition to the cashew butter, we have a flax egg, some maple syrup, and some coconut sugar. And we'll again use our hand mixer to beat this together until it is combined and smooth. Then you will add in your coconut flour, and you also should add in your salt and baking soda here. I forgot, so I'm adding it in after, but add that in with the coconut flour. Beat it all together until you have a thick-ish cookie dough. You'll see here I'm folding in the salt and baking soda. And you'll just fold this all together with your spatula after you've mixed it, because that will kind of help you get it into a uniform dough that more resembles a traditional cookie dough. And then we will set that aside and add coconut sugar as well as cinnamon into a separate bowl, whisk that together until it's combined. We will take about a golf ball sized piece of dough into our hands and just roll it into a ball, and then drop that ball in the bowl of the coconut sugar and cinnamon mixture. Roll it all over, make sure that the coating is getting all over the cookie dough ball. And then you can drop the cookie dough ball onto a parchment-lined baking sheet and flatten it with your hands. And then you will just repeat with the rest of your cookie dough. And once you have flattened them all and they are ready to bake, you can just pop them in your 350-degree oven and cook them up until they are slightly cracked on top and they have this nice golden brown texture. From there, you can just let them cool completely and serve them however you like. They will keep really well for at least 3 to 4 days. I even actually kept these for like 5 days on the counter in a sealed container, and they were still soft and chewy and delicious. So these are a really, really great option for baking for Christmas. They're super easy, delicious, healthy, and vegan. So I hope you give them a try. And there you have it, my friends. That is my 3 delicious, cozy, healthy Christmas recipes. As I said, not just for Christmas. These are really just any time of year. I mean, if you're a gingerbread fan, you can have gingerbread pancakes any time of year. But also the apple cake is perfect any time of year, and you can't go wrong with snickerdoodle cookies. So I hope you enjoyed all 3 recipes. If you do end up trying them, come back to this video, let me know what you think. Also, let me know which one you are most excited to try. And seeing that this is one of our final videos in 2020, first, kind of thank you, so long 2020, but also it's always sad to see the end of the year come. I would love to hear what you would like to see in 2021. So if you have any specific recipe requests, if there's any content that you want to see more of, for example, I didn't do a lot of vlogging this year, but I could maybe do more of that next year. If you want to see more vlog content, basically just opening it up to you guys, and any sort of suggestions that you have, feedback, etc., let me know in the comments, and I will be sure to work it into the content calendar for 2021. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all of the time that you spend with me here on YouTube. I know that this year has been crazy, to say the least, so it's definitely nice to see it ending, and I hope that there is lots for us to all look forward to in 2021, and I do really, in my heart of hearts, think that it's going to be a better year than 2020. So yes, I am definitely looking forward to 2021, and I look forward to spending even more time with you next year as well. So I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you again for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.